Here's the thing. Companies do not exist to make a profit. Companies exist to serve their customers. Profit is an indicator of how effectively they achieve that. There's a great quote by Frederick Laloux. Profit is like the air we breathe. We need air to live, but we don't live to breathe. So companies need to make a profit, but too many organizations have taken that as their purpose, first to the detriment of the customer and then to the detriment of the company. A few years ago, the Australian government ordered a royal commission into misconduct in the banking, superannuation and financial services industry. Nobody expected it to be positive, but the extreme levels of corruption and fraud shocked the nation. In the end, banks were hit with billions of dollars in fines and compensation payments. Along with that, multiple top executives, including CEOs and board members, lost their jobs. I'm not going to go into all the details. This is volume 1 and nearly 500 pages, but I want to focus in one area where they lost their way, and that is how they incentivized their bankers. For the sake of brevity, I'm simplifying a lot here, but what emerged from the Royal Commission was a culture of short-term profit. Bankers were incentivized to achieve financial goals each month or each quarter, nothing about the customer, everything about the bottom line. Let me quote directly from the report. Remuneration and incentives, especially variable remuneration programs, tell staff what the entity rewards. Hence, remuneration and incentives tell staff what the entity values. Remuneration both affects and reflects culture. As the Commission's work has shown, it is now not disputed. Poor remuneration and incentive programs can lead and have led to poor customer outcomes. And it starts small. On the last day of the month, a banker who hasn't quite met their numbers decides to open another account in the name of a little old lady with whom they have access to her signature. They put $5 of their own money in and then close the account again the next day. No one knows, no one is hurt. It's a harmless decision. A different banker notices that a customer is paying a fee for a service they don't use anymore. But the customer hasn't notified the bank, they haven't complained, so obviously they don't mind. And if it helps make the numbers look good, then these bankers, both of whom keep making their numbers, get a promotion. And now their KPIs are based on their team members making their numbers. So they show their team what to do. Scale this across thousands of bankers over decades, and you get a culture of meeting the numbers at any cost, specifically at the cost of the customer. But here's the thing, it always comes out. Jobs were lost, fines were paid, and the banks, well, they learnt their lesson. And if you believe that last part, I have a bridge to sell you. This short-term mindset loses sight of the customer, the reason the company exists. The good news is that there are many companies that don't think this way. So it's up to us as customers to find those organizations and give them our support. For the other organizations, those that care about profit first, the only way they'll learn is for all of us to take away what they care most about.